Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hello, everyone. It's that time again. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty. And together we're the Salty and Petty Podcast. Duh.
The Salty and Petty Podcast. That's right.
No.
I am H.E. Pennypacker, a wealthy investor.
Oh, no.
That is Lane Venice. No. Yes, that's right, kids. End of the year, last episode, last Salty and Petty of the year. We're going to do, of course, Seinfeld, Season 8, Episode 20, The Millennium.
Numanium.
Numanium! You know what the episode art's going to be, right? That picture Kramer was holding in bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, again, I can't forget Seinfeld episodes, but I forgot this was the one with the other storylines, too, like, Elaine and Punta Maya.
Yeah.
And George trying to get fired.
Yep.
But we didn't talk.
Yep. Classic ABC story.
And Jerry and the new girlfriend in the speed dial. Again, another sign of its time as the speed dial.
I remember when cell phones still had speed dials technically. I think you could still technically do it with your phone. It just takes a little more effort now.
Yeah, again, with cell phones these days, you just go to the person's name or just go to your recent calls and hit a button. Yeah. All right, so which storyline should we tackle first?
I think we'll just kind of go in like the one that takes the biggest chunk, I guess, which is pretty much George trying to get fired. So I guess we'll just kind of start there.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna see. I forgot who. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like the later season, so it's like not really a lot of the writers aren't really like ones that have been there for a while. You know, the shakeup after Larry David and all that. So this one was written by Jennifer Crittenden, and then of course directed by Andy Ackerman. He's directed a couple of episodes. We have Wayne Knight as Newman, Richard Hurd as Willem. I think this is the last time we see him. Lauren Graham, shout out to my Gilmore Girls as Valerie. Luann Gideon as Mrs. Hamilton. Victoria Mahoney as Gladys. Stephen Corinne as himself, whoever the hell that is.
I know. I saw that in the end credits. I was like, wait,
he's playing himself? So it's like the guy from Saturday Night Live is playing it. Whatever. It's weird.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I swear that I told you there's like a redheaded guy who shows up in a bunch of episodes. I don't know if it's some kind of behind the scenes guy.
Yeah, well, you know that guy. Clearly he's written for Veep, so I found that really funny. He also co-wrote Bruce Almighty, Click, A Night at the Roxbury, and Superstar. So yeah, he's definitely SNL. If you know, you know.
Night at the Roxbury.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is, like, so I can't just watch one episode of Seinfeld. Usually I'd like watch 2 or 3. So of course, Yada Yada is before this one, and then Muffin Tops is after this.
I was gonna say, yeah,
this is like a good little streak, man. Not gonna lie.
I was watching this on Netflix, and it was like the next episode of the Muffin Top. I was like, oh.
What's crazy is like, so this one like aired in May. This is like right around season finale time, honestly. So I was
gonna say episode 20. It's getting towards the end of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the freaking. It's only 1997, so I'm just like, okay, but you got to plan ahead. Yeah, it was a huge deal if you were alive then.
The millennium.
Yeah, if you were living in the late 1900s, bless your soul, take your Advil for your knees at this point.
Well, I think they were thinking too. They're like, this show's not going to make it to the millennium. You know,
almost did. It could have.
Really?
Well, it could have. Jerry didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably still had enough ratings, right?
Yeah, Jerry didn't want to do it.
And again, at this point, they're on the.
And it was on the decline. Let's be so real. After Larry David left, it was kind of like.
I kind of like some of those.
It's like a half and half situation. It's like some of the like most of the classic episodes kind of come from the Larry David run, but this one, post Larry David, is very far and few between. And I'm just saying, he would have never written the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I'm just saying, we got to do that band episode, probably maybe for the Patreon.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to get kicked off of Blue Sky, so.
Okay.
All right. So enough with the little incidentals, I guess. I think does the Blu-ray have the table reads on it? I forget what edition of the it's the DVDs or Blu-rays. They have like one of those editions has like the table reads for some of the seasons. I think it's mostly the later seasons that they taped and put on there. I have to find it. But yeah, this table read is so freaking funny.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, so we'll get started. So we kind of like start at the New York Mets management secretly asking George to leave the Yankees and become their head scout. They're like, but you gotta get fired first. So he's like, oh, I was born to do this. So he's like, I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory. But like everything he does, Steinbrenner is just like, yeah, George, get it, girl.
I mean, yeah, he's doing everything.
Like he wears Babe Ruth's uniform. He gets the food stains on him, and he's like, "Yeah, out with the old, in with the new." And then, like, my favorite part, of course, is his modesty, because when he runs across the field in that flesh-colored bodysuit.
Yeah, bodysuit man. But and he's also dragging the World Series trophy around, but behind
screaming
his car
insults through a megaphone, living my favorite dream. And then it's like, okay, that finally pisses Steinbrenner off, and then Mr. Willem takes the blame for it, and he's like, gets fired. And he takes the job with the Mets.
Yeah, because he got the same offer. Yep.
I think that's my favorite part of this. This is my favorite part of the episode. I like the George subplot. I do.
I love after the Babe Ruth thing, and Steinbrenner's like,
he tries to put on the like Lou Gears. He's like, you don't think it's contagious, do you? I was like, ooh, that was not tasteful. That would not fly today.
Big Stein can't be flopping a Twitch. And no, when he goes, did you know he wasn't even a sultan?
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, that's just kids today. They would go into a coma like a Victorian child. They just don't know. I guess the next plot we'll tackle is Elaine as she's trying to run this weird ethnic themed clothing store called Putumayo. She's trying to put them out of business because they gave her crap
well, yeah. At the beginning, the very first thing in the episode, yeah, she's in the store and she has a question, but the saleswoman just on the phone and ignoring her. You know, basically, just a minute. Yeah.
So she goes and finds another store.
Well, Kramer finds it for her.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo. And she's like, and then she finds out that it's the same woman who owns both stores. So her and Kramer decided to cook up a little scheme to change all the price tags to 99 cents. So as he's doing that, he accidentally breaks the pricing gun before he finishes. So he decides to take those little stupid desiccant packs from the clothes, and then he also drops some in the like salsa. Like, who eats salsa that's just out on the counter? But whatever.
It was the 90s, babe.
I mean, listen, I vividly remember. I can still vividly remember the 90s. I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. If you did, don't do it.
I mean, it was just the store. It wasn't like a strip club or anything.
Listen, I'd rather have steak at a strip club than eat salsa from that counter.
If
you know, you know.
Never asked.
So, like, honestly, like, so if you don't know, most like strip clubs that have food, like especially like if it's a steakhouse, it's actually a separate establishment, and you can take your food in.
Wait, they do. Wait. There's a combination strip club and steakhouse.
Oh yeah, that's right. Phil's never been to Vegas. There's also some in Kentucky.
Once, but I was never in a strip club. No.
I want to say I saw like 2 when I was in Jersey. I don't know about New York because New York's super, super weird about their strip clubs. It's not even worth it to go to a strip club in New York as far as I'm concerned. I think they have some in Texas.
No, babe.
They have a few in California. So yeah, they have them.
No, babe. Me and Lilith are just going for the steak. No.
I I won't say what strip club because they're not gonna pay me to endorse it. There is a strip club in Las Vegas. I don't know if it's open anymore. I guess I'll find out when I go in December. That the steak is actually better than the dancers.
Whoa!
And they have like a Michelin star chef serving. It was crazy when they first opened. It was crazy. If you know the place that I'm talking about, feel free to drop a comment in the chat if you're on YouTube.
All right,
you have to be of a certain age and have been to Vegas and during a certain time. But if you know the place,
all right,
drop it in the comments.
Brace yourself, kid. Yeah, well, of course, I would rather have steak than roast beef.
Fill up. That is sexist. That damn near borderline incel comments there, buddy.
Hey,
I won't stand for it. I'm gonna have to put up with it for 4 years. I will not stand for it until then. Until January 20th. This is a incel-free zone, Philip.
Hey, I don't pick on women. I pick on everybody.
Yeah. Keep it that way. Watch it, mister.
Okay, fine.
You'll get canceled.
Hey. Okay, fine. Okay, here we go. Yes, I'd rather have steak than cocktail weenies.
There you go.
Thank you.
Or shrimp.
Oh.
Or crabs.
Oh,
definitely never get the seafood. Not gonna lie, but a steak can't go wrong with a steak.
Crabs. Yeah, speaking of, Lil's coming out of retirement in 2025.
I don't know. It's scary out there.
I was gonna say, be careful out there, kid.
It's scary. I might just work on my Android, honestly. But yeah. So yeah, like if you know, it just depends. You have to spend a little money. You can't just be like, out in the hood going to the strip club that has like all you can eat wings. I would not recommend that.
Nah, more than that sauce is gonna burn, kids.
You'd be surprised how many people will actually eat at an establishment like that. It shocks me every time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was a cute little side. I like when Elaine and Kramer scheme. It's so cute, like with the whole psychiatrist. It kind of reminded me of the psychiatrist thing. I was trying to get her files and stuff.
Or like when the two of them and Newman kidnapped that dog.
That cat. Oh yeah,
was it that episode or another one where she's like, "What am I doing? What am I doing with my life?"
Oh, I saw a really good video on YouTube about the descent of Elaine when she starts hanging out with Jerry, how she used to have a life of her own, friends of her own, and slowly but surely she gets sucked into that fucked up little friend circle.
Oh yeah,
she doesn't have a life.
Lost all the female friends. Remember, she used to be like, environmentally conscious and stuff.
Yeah.
But then she just becomes a scumbag like the rest of them.
Yeah. It's just kind of sad, but like it's like watching Breaking Bad, honestly. The whole descent of Elaine Bennis is just chef's kiss, beautiful writing. I don't know if it's on purpose or that they just didn't know how to write for a woman. Like, I don't know what it is, but I like it either way. No tea, no shade.
Hey, love. Yeah, Elaine came a garbage human. That's a shame.
Yeah. Buddy's her soulmate. Ooh. I wouldn't wish that.
Doesn't bother me. I'm not going to hell.
Doesn't care about her soul. Like, that's just sad.
Who stole my Jesus fish? That's right.
Gives the priest a heart attack. Oh, we should do the episode where she becomes a germaphobe.
The
germaphobe episode.
He's like a recovering germaphobe. Yeah, and the woman. Oh, Lynn, it's like you brought over the man you're currently sleeping with.
We got to do that episode when I'm back in the saddle for sure.
Oh wow!
Just as a reminder. Okay. So let's get to the plot that this episode takes its name from. Kramer and Newman are planning rival Millennium parties. I mean, good luck if you think you're going to make it to the next Millennium, kids.
Oh, yeah.
You have to dip yourself in carbonite there.
I was going to say, unless you can transfer your consciousness into one of those androids, love.
I think maybe I might just, instead of spreading ashes, I might spread my consciousness across the internet if that becomes available. If we hit the freaking if we hit the peak, I might do that instead.
Oh my!
Cause a little havoc. Anyway, so Newman's party is called Millennium, and fearing all his friends will go to Millennium. And I'm like, babes, all the important people would never go to Newman's party.
I know.
But whatever. Kramer accepts an offer to co-host Millennium instead, but Newman insists that, of course, Jerry cannot be invited. And then the cutest part of the episode, moved by loyalty to Jerry, Kramer's like, no, I'm going to have my own party. I'm going to invite Elaine. And then Newman goes, oh, well, Jerry can come because, he has a thing for Elaine.
Oh, yeah. He says, I guess I can put up with a little bit of Jerry if it means a whole lot of Elaine.
Cute. Reminds me of his character just a little bit on Third Rock from the Sun in that instance. You ever seen that show?
I've seen episodes. I haven't seen them all, but I have seen episodes. Yeah,
that's a great freaking show. Great freaking show. Love John Lithgow and anything he's in. So then Jerry points out to Newman that since he booked Millennium for the Millennium New Year, the hotel would have scheduled it on December 31st, 2000. Totally not true, by the way. Due to there being no year zero. Millennium celebrations are mostly universally were celebrated on December 31st, 1999, making Newman a year late and $1 short.
Quite pathetic.
Just his luck.
Yes. Oh, but you also forgot Jerry and Jerry's girlfriend in this.
Yeah, I was getting to it.
Okay.
The last part of the plot. Yeah, for sure. So kind of like as this is all going on, Jerry has this new girlfriend, Valerie, played by Lauren Graham, aka the mom in, Gilmore Girls. And they have a subpar date, and he notices his number gets moved from the speed dial from 7 to 9. Then he takes on a really nice extravagant date, and he is rewarded by getting his speed dial ranking boosted up to number 1. Now, Valerie's stepmom, which, that seems a little more than stepmom, but not judging, is furious that she lost her number 1 spot. It puts Jerry on her speed dial. I'm like, this is kind of crazy. Well, also, this is an allusion to The Graduate, Jerry and the stepmom. So I was like, I see you, a little class, a little style, a little distinction.
Calls him Jerome.
Jerome. I love it. And that in my little kid brain was the day I discovered that that's what Jerry was short for and not Gerald. Although Elaine has said Jerome several times, but still.
Yes.
It's quite funny.
And then that whole thing dovetails.
Jerome's such a black name that it just makes me chuckle every time. At least during this particular point in time of pop culture.
I mean, it's just like a New York name or something,
I don't know. Let's see what else. So yeah, then Valerie sees that and then takes her mom off the speed dial altogether. And then it's like for some reason Valerie gets Jerry to negotiate to get himself off her stepmom's speed dial in exchange for Valerie restoring her. But the stepmom puts Jerry's number as the emergency speed dial.
For poison control, kids. Remember that.
This will come back very shortly. And so the mom had eaten the desiccant contaminated salsa from Cinco de Mayo.
That's so funny when they're at the back of the apartment. She's like, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm drying out. That's right. And
Valerie uses the phone to call poison control. When Jerry answers, she hangs up in disgust.
Poison control, that's even higher than number 1.
That's kind of is a vague allusion to the pop in, pop by, like the jail conjugal.
Oh yeah. I love when two of the storylines converge like that at the end.
Yeah. So, this is good episodes. One of my favorites. I think top 20 for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, which is like top 25, I'd say. It's 154 episodes, so that's still top quarter percentile.
Oh, yeah. One of the best lines. Those balloons aren't going to last to the millennium. Those are my everyday balloons.
Exactly. Everybody should have some everyday balloons. I had some Spider-Man everyday balloons for a while, and then they started blowing up while we were recording, so I had to let the air out of them. No helium pop like that, but okay.
Zeb Wells is gone. My job is done.
Literally, it was like, put me out of my misery. Yeah, like I said, top 25 episodes for sure. Lots of great classic lines. Like I said, I love a good Elaine and Kramer scheme. I love when Jerry's girlfriends are just absolutely a mess because he's a mess.
Oh yeah, and then George, of course, George.
And then there's George. I think honestly, George is my favorite character, which makes sense because I actually enjoy Curb. I've come to the decision that I like Curb Your Enthusiasm more than I like Seinfeld overall.
I mean, they probably would have...
Because George was my favorite character. I just have to admit it. Everybody, if George isn't your favorite character, I don't know what you're doing.
they probably would have said no way back then. But do you think the rest of them could have handled a spinoff without Jerry?
No, absolutely not.
No,
maybe Elaine. Maybe Elaine.
Maybe the three of them. I mean, just
not the three of them, but Elaine.
I was gonna say, you don't think George could hold that up, or?
Jason, he needs somebody to play off of. He's not really like, if you ever notice anything he's ever been in, not that guy.
He's not leading man,
and he's okay with that. He's okay with that.
He's the sidekick. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off for you to be great. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
And then they did have a spinoff for Kramer. Remember, he got that TV show. Like, it wasn't technically a spinoff, but they did give him the Michael Richardson show. It was right after Seinfeld, and it flopped. Right?
Okay. I was gonna say,
am I remembering the timing wrong? Hold on, let me see.
But he wasn't playing Kramer, though, was he?
Michael Richards show. I'm just saying, like, that just proves that he couldn't have. And Kramer had to be in small doses.
Yeah,
it was 2000, literally like the season right after it ended, basically.
Yeah,
it ended in 1998, and then that next pilot season is when it came out, and it was awful.
Yeah,
I saw the first episode, and it was awful.
He was like
a private detective. It was so weird.
I guess they did that because Kramer was popular, but he's out of those other three, he's the one I would at least think he could hold up his own show.
Like I said, small doses.
Yeah, Jason Alexander, or of course,
like if they did a George spinoff, she just has such a miserable life.
I know.
And like if like say so, they're like Jerry's on a world tour. Elaine married Putty, and they're living in Italy.
Or again, have Elaine in it, but no. Focus on George and the parents.
Yeah, that's too much. I don't know why everybody loves Raymond, because I found that show to be absolutely miserable. Like, I wish Deborah would just kill them all, just poison dinner and kill them all. That was like, I feel like that's what kind of show that would have been.
Yeah, I tried to watch that show.
I'm not a Ray Romano fan though.
No, me neither. Yeah, no.
So I love Ray Garrett though. Unironically, he had a really great show called I think it was Until Death, that was on Fox. For a long, it actually ran longer than most people think.
And he played the crazy mechanic in 2 episodes of Seinfeld.
Of course, before Putty, there was that character ran off with his car.
That's right.
Greek monkey is offensive.
The gear shift is the kill.
So yeah, you watch this on Netflix? Like, I have a few of the DVDs. I think I have the full season collection somewhere in storage, but that I'd never opened.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched this on TV plenty of times. I watched this.
Oh, the TV is so bad now because they play it at like 1.5 times speed for more commercials. And and they cut some stuff out too. Ugh.
I know. Because even watching this episode, I'm like, I think there's at least a line or two in this episode. Yeah, they cut from like TV and stuff.
Yeah, and I heard that a line got cut, like where Kramer says like, is he married? And then George goes like, I'm not saying I slept with his wife when he was trying to get fired.
Yeah, I don't think that's in there. I swear, I can't remember. I swear there was a line when he's in the car, when he's driving the trophy around. I swear there was at least one line there. I think they may have cut out and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's good to just have it on, like I said, physical media, kids. Because you can't trust them at all.
Yeah, I need to get
You never know what version you're gonna get. Yeah. It's kind of like if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Who shot first? And why did he have to digitally re-edit that? Screw that guy.
Yeah. No, I gotta get this on either Blu-ray or DVD. Yeah, just like you're gonna get Tales from the Crypt.
Already ordered, my friend.
What, you got your Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah. Nice. I wonder what kind of quality it's in, because I feel like it was shot in 480.
It had to be something like that, because I was looking. I don't
like I said, Star Trek: The Next Generation, when they did the digital HD remaster, I'm just like, that looks so good.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't think you can find Tales from the Crypt on Blu-ray. So
no, I wouldn't imagine they were not in the best
HBO shape. That era. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah. So yeah. What do you think? Where does this episode fall in your rankings?
Oh God. Yeah, it's probably top 10 somewhere. Again, it's like it
fluctuates for sure.
Anytime when someone mentions the episode, like, oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one. But now, it's up there because again, just the Millennium, the party stuff and the Cinco and Punta de Mayo and just bodysuit man.
So good. Flesh-colored bodysuit because he's modest.
It's all guys drinking the field. No, it's us flesh-covered bodysuits. I love he's just on the payphone. Jerry can't get fired. And people.
See, most kids don't even know how bad the Yankees were back then. Everybody just remembers like when it's kind of like the Patriots. Like they just kind of had a dynasty very shortly after 9/11.
Yeah, remember when the Dallas?
Could you imagine if Seinfeld stayed on the air until 9/11? They would have definitely got canceled after 9/11.
Oh yeah.
Our cultural zeitgeist changed so hard, so fast.
I mean, it was a different kind of show, but I mean, Friends survived it though.
Yeah, they never mentioned it, and they also didn't have any black people except for that one character Aisha Tyler played for like 3 episodes.
They did Ross.
So yeah, and I'm just like, well, you know what though? It's believable if you know Aisha Tyler. I'm just saying. Her husband's
Oh my!
No tea, no shade, no weed, but. If you knew anything about Aisha Tyler as a comedian, it totally made sense.
I mean, not excusing it, but I mean, we didn't get a ton of black people on Seinfeld either.
Exactly, but like most black people had the sense to stay away from them, as we saw in the episodes. They're off. Their behavior is very off-putting. They got bad juju, bad auras.
Well, that was the weirdest thing. It like struck me as so odd and almost like forced in because like remember when God, was it when George and Susan first got engaged? Like, you know, Jerry's like, oh, let's go see this movie. And, you know, George's like, I can't, you know, we're, you know, doing whatever. And then later, they're going to do a different movie, I think. And then, George sees Jerry come out with like some black guy. I'm like, who's this guy? We've never seen this guy before. Are we just
he
like
was a fellow comedian, silly?
Maybe. I was gonna say, are we just crowbarring and oh hey, Jerry has a black
Well, we
friend.
have to remember that also Jerry's life's very consumed by this friend circle as well.
True. But yeah, no, you're right. It could be he could be a comedian, but I was like, where else would he meet people?
Yeah, that's I mean, and that's the thing that they never really explored. Like, thank God. Like, I kind of actually hated the stand-up bits at the beginning of Seinfeld.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
they're not even like the best jokes either. I mean, if it was something that had you cracking up, I'd be like, okay, but I'm just like they really had to pound it in your head. Oh, hey, remember he's a stand-up comedian and he's a stand-up comedian.
And this is from a person who, I mean, I enjoyed Bill Cosby. Like, I have Bill Cosby on like actual like record. Like, if you know, you know. And like when he went from Filthy and did the rebrand, Seinfeld just took that and ran with it. And that's probably why I didn't really find it that fascinating. Like, he's just doing recycled Cosby, clean up my act so I can get a TV show. But so for me, as a person who knows comedy, I'm just like, I've never really been that huge of a fan. And that's why I definitely say I like the Larry David, because he is like a true astute person of the human condition, and he knows how miserable humans really are. And he's not afraid to speak it. And that's what I'm saying. That, and I feel like that's why Curb Your Enthusiasm just really hits me right in that little itch in my brain.
Oh, that's
a
what
little bit more. That's
what we got to do. We still haven't done an episode of Curb. That's right.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that next year. We're going to need it. I feel like another marathon of Curb Your Enthusiasm in 2025 would do my soul some good. So.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
Of course, my favorite is when Vivica Fox shows up. Then it gets real.
Oh. And I love when she leaves and the brother just stays.
Yeah, we definitely have to get some Curbed on here.
Was that Jamie Smith?
Yes.
I love that character.
So,
oh my God! You mentioned Cosby on that episode. Norm Macdonald was on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He's like, a lot of people, you know, think the worst thing about Cosby is the hypocrisy. Jerry's like, yeah, what do you think the worst thing is? Norm's like, the rape.
Oh, bless his soul. He's dead now, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. No, I mean, he's the one when, you know, when he was on Saturday Night Live.
I loved the Norm Macdonald show as a kid.
Oh my God, when he did Weekend Update and Saturday Night Live, he got in trouble with like NBC executives because he'd do he would slam OJ Simpson like every week, you know. He's like, yeah, what I just saw. He was like, yeah, in his new book, OJ Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet for Nicole Simpson, and he goes, that's a shame. He's like, when the one person who would give their life for you murders you. I know. I guess one of the I don't know if it was the president of NBC or one of them was like friends with OJ, and like he got in trouble like all the time.
Oh wow!
I think that might be the reason they let him go from Saturday Night Live.
Well, it was a lot of reasons.
But
he had some addiction issues.
Yeah, but like weekly OJ jokes.
Yeah. Okay, you want to do some random bullshit, or you want to call it?
No, I mean we can.
I know you and Will were out partying all night before you came over here.
Speaking of Millennium,
it was like no. I need random bullshit to get that off my mouth.
For those of you who listen to all the shows, yes, I just got done recording episode 200 of Sector 2814. So,
did you guys have balloons?
No, we had hats.
Did you have cake?
We had hats. No.
Okay, hats are better. They're more sustainable, and they don't put calories on your hips. Okay.
That's right.
There's like not much going on. Oh, Wicked took over the box office.
Oh, yeah.
And Gladiator had a pretty good international debut. They made like 220 total with the international sales, but it didn't do good domestically. It only made like 50.
So I assume I didn't see it. So Wicked did number 1 last week.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of getting crazy though, because like I think it's a Barbie movie because it was Barbie and she had like they had like I think I want to say it was like 500 to 600 like partner brands like that you get like in conjunction, and Wicked, come to find out, has 400. I'm like, is this just what it takes to just saturate everybody at all times of every waking hour and every facet of their life with your movie so it's subconsciously sinks in? Because there's tons of people I know that aren't into musicals that went to go see it, and I'm just like, good for you.
Oh yeah. I mean, remind me when we get off here. Yeah, I know even like people like people unofficially like trying to get trying to do Wicked stuff. Just I mean, it's popular. Although, yeah, they was it a Target ad or there's a Target commercial? There's all kinds of stuff.
They were everywhere. They were on I think it was like a 2-month-long press tour for Wicked. Like Ariana Grande and the lady that plays the green character.
And it doesn't help. I mean, and it does help that they can both sing and yeah.
Although it's a whole scandal going on with that too.
What? Oh my God!
Have you seen Ariana Grande and that lady? They're like skeletons now.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they said that they're like basically. I'm not going to speculate on anybody's health or their mental issues, but
I thought you were.
I don't think it's a Chadwick Boseman situation. Either it was snowing on set with a little sugar booger, or somebody's got some Ed not sharing it.
I thought I thought you were going to say maybe did the studio ask them to lose weight or something. I thought it was going to be one of those things. Oh, okay.
No.
Everyone loves cocaine.
I mean, how fast you would get canceled in this culture if they even thought that. But she's Ariana Grande has struggled with it previously, so that's why everybody's kind of speculating.
Well, I was going to say I thought she was always smaller, but she's like lost even more weight and stuff.
She looks like a skeleton. It's scary because like thin is in now. It's a whole thing. Like we're going back to the 90s where like you have to be a size 00, and that it's just not good for anybody's health right now.
Oh no. I mean, it's the whole Hollywood
I
thing.
lived through it. I'm not going to do it again. Like, they called Jessica Simpson fat when she was a size fucking 4, dude. I'll never forget that shit. That shit's ingrained in my brain. They called Britney Spears fat when she was a size 6.
Mm-hmm. That's the messed up thing. It's like women, they want them to be stick thin, and then guys, if you're like an action star or something, you got to be like jacked to them.
Well, guys, it's okay for you guys to take steroids and have performance enhancing drugs.
We do not approve of that. No, don't say that's okay.
I'm just saying, like, people don't bat an eyelash about it. Like, I mean, just like we could talk about Batman, Christian Bale, all the things he's done to his body. That's not natural. That's not normal. That had help.
Well, again,
Tom Hardy, case in point.
I mean, this year, Hugh Jackman, what 50-something guy?
That was a stunt double for the most part, though.
Really?
Just to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, but he does stay in pretty good shape. But we all know it's not just diet and exercise. Nobody's that fucking stupid. Like, let's be serious.
Well, again, it also helps when that's your part of your job. And, they just give you.
Phil, stop.
No, I'm not saying there's no tricks. I know there's tricks, Lil. I'm just. Yeah.
Let's all just be real and so fucking serious right now.
I know
it's an epidemic on both sides. So it's just no winning, and I just. One part of the reasons I just really can't support the movie right now. I'm just I'll just go see it on Broadway. It's fine.
Well, do you think someone involved in the film is like encouraging them to do that, or is that
I think somebody triggered her on purpose, personally, but that's just my theories. That's just my theories. Like, if you've never been on a TV show set or a movie set or things like that, then you don't know. But like, I don't know. It's just the vibes are off for me personally. The whole like press tour kind of just every interview that I kind of watched, I was like, I can't watch this movie.
Well, you said both of them were kind of like,
yeah, they're definitely spiraling together. But Ariana Grande has like a really bad habit of like mirroring people she's around. Like, I feel like she doesn't have her own personality.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I was gonna say I've seen her a little bit of Ariana Grande, but I wasn't familiar with the other woman, so I didn't know what she looked like.
Yeah, she's the lady that played like Harriet Tubman in that one biopic, and I was just like, yeah, she kind of pissed me off when she did that movie, so I just really wasn't gonna see this movie either way. I just wasn't. I'm happy that this was like Ariana Grande's dream like role and stuff, and she got to do it. I just hope she gets better if something's wrong with her either way, whether she's getting over an addiction, ED, or sickness. I don't know. Just get better, please. Yeah. Then maybe I can watch Wicked in peace. Maybe by the time part 2 comes out, she'll be better, and I can see them. Pissed that they didn't know it was a part 1.
Did they say when part 2 is coming out? Because sometimes they like film this stuff.
I want to say 2026. Let me check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know because sometimes they roll.
Oh no, they're gonna do it really quickly. 2025.
Yeah, I was gonna say if sometimes they film them back to back. Yeah, then just
if all things go to plan. Yeah. Next Thanksgiving, basically.
Oh, okay.
I keep calling her that lady that plays Alphaba. Cynthia Erivo. That's her name.
Yes.
There you go. We were supposed to have this in like 2021, but there was so much going on that
we had the strikes,
got delayed. Yeah, COVID, and then the strike. Yeah, but I'm just gonna encourage you, if you've never read the Wicked book, read it. I think the book is better than the Broadway play, and it's only one of the only 3 musicals that I've ever really cared for. I think the book is so fascinating. I like the Wizard of Oz mythology. Like, I had all the books when I was a kid. I've seen every adaptation of Wizard of Oz, including The Great and Powerful Oz with James Franco.
Well, again, most cases the book is always better than either the play or the movie.
Not always, because at first glance it seems a little derivative, but it's actually a lot deeper than you would think it is.
Yeah, usually they can go for more places with a book than because you're not worried about time and So yeah, that book came out in like 1995 though, and then I think the Broadway play came out like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, mid 20s. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing how Wicked is this big phenomenon now. Well, again, they always try to find that big, again, last year was Barbie, and now,
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, go see Glick, and I'm like, stop trying to make it a thing.
I know they were saying opening weekend, they were thinking maybe 100 million. Do you know if they hit 100 million?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they hit more. Hold on, I want to say it was like, well, because I think they're included like the early screenings that they did in the week too.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, I wonder. Oh, this weekend they might do good business too because people.
Well, there's nothing else out.
Holiday weekend, there's a lot. People are off a lot more days and stuff. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh God, this is why I have ad blocker. Thank you.
For all that porn she watches.
Yeah, it's it got 128.1 million.
Okay.
So it did better than they expected.
So, yeah, again.
And Gladiator, like I said, domestically, it did 60.6 million. Okay. Domestically, and then for the worldwide, it's at like 2 something. I don't know why it's doing better overseas. It's weird. It's freaking Denzel. He hasn't been in a movie in freaking forever. Like, what are we doing?
I know, but there's certain like places in the world, I think they're like obsessed with like Gladiator movies and stuff still. And
I don't know, maybe.
Like,
things getting weird out here, man, in the media landscape. Like, the most unproblematic person does a movie and you can't be happy. Okay, I don't know.
What, Denzel?
Yeah, like, come on. You just tell your grandma, your mama, and your wife and your daughter. Like, come on, maybe that's what it is.
And isn't Pedro Pascal in that too, or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was gonna say I thought he was like the new. I don't think if he's
the chubby grandpa. Like, shout out to Pedro.
Yeah, but I don't think he has any third thing, or either, or at least they haven't discovered it. So
yeah, he's in it. You got Joseph Quinn, Connie Nelson. It's not really that great of a lineup. I can understand.
Yeah, it's a sequel. I mean, it's not like it's the first one.
I think they said it's still on track to become one of the 20 highest grossing movies of the year, though, which ain't saying much. Like, people just don't go to movies like they used to. I mean, this was like a $310 million budget. Yeah. They also had a ton of partner brands. Like, I know they did the Pepsi thing kind of as an allusion to that Beyonce, Pink, Britney Spears thing when they had the original Gladiator movie. So,
I mean, again, top what you say, top 20 of the year. I mean, again, it's going to be easier to do that. I mean, there was only one superhero movie all year. Yes, I'm not counting Craven. Or no, two Venom. I guess. I mean Venom, but
nothing was going to touch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh no, I was going to say, yeah.
I was like that movie is going to make $1 billion, but everything else that Marvel touches, I'm sorry, it's cursed. You're not ever making another $1 billion movie outside of that one. I'm sorry. Hold on to Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds for as long as you can. Well, actually, I don't know. People are trying to cancel Brian and Blake Lively right now too, so we'll see.
Why?
We'll see how that next movie. Well, there's plenty of reasons too. I've just never talked about it because we have a Deadpool podcast.
Well, that Patreon schedule's filling up.
I don't know. Google is free. I mean, people want to cancel people over the smallest things, but yeah, it's just he's kind of turning into The Rock a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got that Rock effect at this point. So.
Although, I was going to say the only other thing that Marvel that might make $1 billion is probably the first thing with Robert Downey Jr.'s return, just so people will be curious.
I don't think so.
You don't think?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I could see them being like, okay, I'm not going to see the next one, but
I don't know. I think they're going to wait because literally, we could have waited to see. What was that movie we were talking about? It was like literally like 3 weeks later. It was
Man. Was it Joker?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was Joker. It was. Yeah, I think that was the one that has the shortest turnaround from movie to.
Oh yeah, I already forgot about that. Joker was out. Yeah.
Did we even call that a superhero movie? I don't think so.
I mean, there weren't no heroes in. I mean, it was a comic book movie, I guess, but
is it though?
Barely. I mean, it's set in Gotham, I guess. I mean,
for all I know, it's just New York's nickname at that point.
Dirty Gotham.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a year, actually. It's flown by, but also been too slow at the same time. So weird.
Yes.
I think that's just what happens with an election year. Like, you get bogged down and...
Oh, God. I mean, those ads were pretty much all year.
Yeah, I think I stopped watching TV pretty much, so...
Yeah. And then, oh, God. And again, I don't care what your politics are. I can't wait until Trump's out, so maybe we won't have to hear about politics as much. No,
this is a permanent problem until the empire dies. Sorry, Phil. I hate to be the one to tell you.
Oh, good. So it won't be too much longer. Okay.
Exactly. You have 2 more years. Like I said, 250 years in 2026. We're good. We don't have to worry about it. You just have to worry about your bunker. Better learn how to hunt some deer, some elk.
Some rabbit.
Better learn to love beans in a can.
Oh, no. Wow.
Beefarino.
Yeah, the only good thing that happened this year was HersheyCon.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to next year. I am, because I won't be in the States too much. So
you got to come back. We got to do something with Justin.
I know. I gotta get the kids out of school and then back to their parents, and then I can be free.
You see someone at the airport that looks suspiciously like Lilith Hellfire in a blonde wig. Mind your business.
Exactly. It's a red wig, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Don't be suspicious.
Well, see, I was throwing them off. I said blonde instead of red. Come on.
No, I love to pickpocket rubes. It's fine.
Not those unconscious college boys.
Nah, they never have money. It's fine. They spend all their money on beer and aesthetics for their 2K games or their Fortnite battle passes. What do they call what is that? Robux, V-Bucks, or whatever?
Oh, like my 11-year-old. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Boys don't grow up too much in this era. They don't. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be an adult either. It sucks. mortgages, car payments, health insurance. Renew your health insurance, kids. It's open season, open enrollment.
Oh, I know. I got something in the mail today. They're like, oh,
Alex, ow!
they're like, get your glasses before your health insurance runs out. I'm like, oh, are they trying to tell us something?
Oh, definitely do it. Definitely do it. Get your eyes checked. Get your health exam. Everything. Use it all up.
I don't know if I told you already, Lilith, but yeah, enjoy your eyes while they last. Because remember last year I went and got glasses because I was telling the optometrist, I'm like, yeah, it's getting blurry. It's getting my eyes are straining. He's like,
you clean the lens, babe. That's your eyes. Hate to be the one.
No. He says a lot of people, man, your eyes start going around in your 40s. So enjoy it.
I don't think anybody in my family started wearing glasses until their retirement, so 60s. I think I'm okay.
I mean, I'm lucky. I'm like, my mom's eyesight was pretty good, but my dad's blind as a bat.
50-50 shot. I don't know. I haven't been to the optometrist in 2 years. I'm actually gonna go before the year's up. But last time I checked, I had 20/10 vision.
I was gonna say, I said, you might be fine, but like I say, my mid 40s, all of a sudden it started going. So.
I'm from a healthy stock, actually. I think I'm okay, but yeah, everybody else, go get your shit checked out.
That's what I said. Poor Luca never had a chance. His grandfather, his mother, blind as bats.
I didn't know Danielle was blind as a bat.
I mean, well, she either wear contacts or sometimes tell her to read something without her glasses. Like,
I'm gonna be like, Phil just told everybody you were blind as a bat. Punch him. Texting her right now. If you see somebody's hand gently caress the back of his head,
like she needs an excuse.
Yeah. So, what are we doing? This was the last one. So, what do we have planned?
Road
to 100, Phil.
Oh, that's right. I don't think we discussed that any upcoming Salty and Petty. Well, we did, but no specific dates. But the first 3 weeks of January are going to be getting John Byrne January on Unlimited Justice. So,
I was going to say, what are we going to do on Salty and Petty with that?
I was going to say, did Byrne do anything else? But no, I was going to say, so probably.
Oh yeah, he did plenty actually.
So probably the next Salty and Petty will probably be towards the end of the last week of January. So.
Oh, good. We'll have you guys can recover.
Yes. So yeah, we have time to figure it out.
Unlimited Justice, outrageous,
especially with John Byrne.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we done?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
All right.
Happy New Year. Stay out of trouble.
Happy New Year. So I think this episode will drop the 30th probably. So yeah, so Happy New Year, kids.
Have a drink for old Lilith.
Are you gonna be counting down 5, 4, 3, 2,
or have
1.
a good bang for Lilith?
We're back.
Yeah. My liver's no.
Liver's well, it's nice when it lasted.
I mean, it should have regenerated by now.
I know, but it's your tolerance is gone.
Yeah, I have to be careful.
Yeah. All right, kids. So send us your thoughts. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Uh-oh, that didn't have a 69 in it. Hey-oh.
That's what she's be saying on New Year's Eve, kids. All right. I don't see a little Hellfire Space. Where's that? There you go. All right, kids.
It went bio, okay?
Bio. Oh, that's why we're getting all that rain. So yes, kids, send us your thoughts on Seinfeld, Wicked, request topics for us to discuss on Salty and Petty. I mean, we have a few ideas, but got plenty of space in the year, so request stuff. Email us saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. That's salty.
Good job.
69@gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. And of course, you can find all things Salty and Petty and Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, Capes and Lunatics merch, perfect last minute gifts for all your family and friends, no matter what time of year it is. Get them some New Year's
just because gift.
New Year's presents. Come on. And hey, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Shh. The stores already know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, you were listening to this on December 30th, kids. Yeah, the Valentine's Day candy's probably already out. So, find all that, and of course, Lilith Hellfire is going to be drunk and on the rampage once again. So please placate her by raining random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it
I'll come
rain.
to a town near you.
And not in a good way. All right. So, yes, rain random money on us. And, of course, the Patreon, where, again, exclusive, uncensored content from me and Lilith. And, of course, if you are a patron, you can suggest topics for discussion, like Justin has plenty of times this year. And probably at least one of his ideas is already on the board for next year. So yes, tell us what to do. Again, money talks here, kids. So, yes. Subscribe at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics and find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Stay tuned for more new Justin the Owl drops, hopefully coming soon. We get that drunken video. All right, Lilith Hellfire is the newest member of Blue Sky.
Yeah.
She's like, uh-huh.
Hellfire on Blue Sky. I don't know what to tell you.
Here's what you get with Lilith Hellfire on Blue Sky.
I do like things if you follow me, so.
Maybe she'll like your thing. Maybe she'll like your thing if you're a young built man between 25 and 26.
25 and 25.
Oh, you're like, 26, that's too old. Oh, Lord. So if you were born in a certain year.
Can't have that prefrontal cortex hardening too much.
That sounds like some black magic shit. Yeah. It has to be a young man of a certain blood type and born in a certain year.
If you know your birth chart, slide in my DMs.
Oh, my.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Or in the middle of plotting.
Bigger is better.
The number one criteria.
Bigger is better.
All right, kids.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
It
There's
sure
nothing to
is.
get
About anyway.
You don't want to hear.
There's nothing to get wet about anyway.
She's a tough judge, kids. All right. Thank you for joining us this episode and all of this year. Again, Unlimited Justice the next 3 weeks, and then we'll return with Salty and Petty. Don't worry, we'll figure something out. We always do. And again, if you got a request, send it in. saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. All right, kids. From now until the new Millennium.